Hello everyone, this is Devin Thorpe for Crowdfund Beat, and I'm excited to have with us from Europe today the CEO and founder of Kikante, a crowdfunding site for Brazil. We have with us today Candice Pascoal. Candice, thank you very much for joining me.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure, Devin.
Well, the pleasure is all ours, and it's always fun to talk to people who are on the other side of the world. So we've got 3 continents covered today. We'll be talking about Brazil, and you're in Europe, and of course we're here in the United States. So this is kind of a fun global discussion, all in one little meeting. So thank you for making time. Candice, tell us a little bit about why you launched Kikante there in Brazil.
Sure. I am Brazilian, and I've been outside of Brazil for quite some time. I spent a large part of my adult life in New York City, and after that I moved to the Netherlands. And during my careers, I have always worked with artists. I was previously responsible for the international market of the label Put My Word Music, which many Americans are familiar with. And then I moved to Europe to work with charities, some of the largest charities in the world. And when a few years ago, about 3 years ago, I decided that I wanted to do something on my own. And I started researching what would that be. And crowdfunding appeared to me as the absolute ideal match for my experience, what I had been doing, and as well the needs that I was seeing in Brazil, because we're talking about a country that is really well known for the arts, and that is really well known for how kind people could be, how people like to help others, and it's also a country that is very well known for being underserved with funds. So it's really the ideal scenario for crowdfunding, and I couldn't really see in Brazil crowdfunding developed in the way that I could see in the US. So my references were some of the biggest websites of the US, and I wanted really to bring that to Brazil with the same technology, with the same approach, and to really shake a little bit the Brazilian market and show people that they could raise funds with something that they're so familiar with, which is exactly their network. In Brazil, we have hundreds of friends. We connect with them daily. We're on the top of social media, and we need funds desperately for our projects. So it was just really something that appeared as the perfect next step.
Well, it sounds like it makes perfect sense. Tell us a little bit about the specific operation of Kikante. How does it work, and are there some reference points to platforms that we might be familiar with that would help us understand how your platform works? Did I lose you there, Candice? I certainly hope I haven't lost you. We're eager to hear more about Kikante.
Sure, wonderful. Kikante is the only platform in Brazil that offers the both types of crowdfunding donation-based, which is, and reward-based, which is, we have the flexible campaigns, and we also have the all or nothing campaign. So we're one platform that has both realities in it. And with that, we were able to really open the eyes of huge names in Brazil that didn't have funds, but they didn't feel like doing an all or nothing campaign because they didn't want to go through all of the efforts and lose all of the money if they don't reach the goal, because they could still continue with their projects. So this was really a big eye-opening for Brazil, a place where they can go, and we have in our website people that run campaigns which are in the all or nothing model, and we have the flexible campaigns as well. And it's been really well balanced. We also do something that that I feel it's fundamental, which is help our campaign creators with marketing. And even we go to the point of teaching a lot of them about social media, because a lot of the campaign creators in Brazil don't really, we use social media a lot, but we are not as advanced in how to use social media in our daily lives like a lot of the Americans are. So some of them are absolute experts, and others come to us and say, well, I don't really know how to promote it. What should I do? So we have that very close relationship with them. Our website has a set of notifications that we send to them, guiding them through the process and saying, hey, this is week 1, this is what you could be doing, this is your marketing plan for your first week, hey, we're now in week 2, this is what you could be doing right now. So we sort of give that follow-up with all of them, and we work very closely with the ones that request our help and with the ones that could be also what we call tastemakers in the country about crowdfunding, because one of our biggest challenges in Brazil is that more people need to know what crowdfunding is. It's not as widely popular yet, but it's increasingly becoming. So when we have someone as Malhemagi, which was the gold medalist that just ran a campaign with us, and 47% of her of the money she needed to continue training came through Kikante, and this is our gold medalist, and she was going to stop training because she couldn't find the sponsors. And we are the country that is going to soon have the Olympics. Doesn't make sense, but it's the reality. And we can do 2 things: either to sit and say, oh, how terrible, or to say, you know what? There are other ways. And that's what we're doing. We're telling people there are other ways. Look, you have been using social media every single day. How about making that help you with your projects? And it's been really an eye-opener for a lot of people, and it's been very rewarding for us as well. We just recently had as well this book, which was and in this year, in this day and time, the book was blocked from publication. And they came to us, they launched a campaign, and they raised twice the amount they needed. And now not only they have the pre-sale of their books, but also they said, we have extra money, we're going to print extra books and put in a lot of schools, because people need to know what happened. So it's really that's the way we work. We work with promoting crowdfunding and helping people promote their campaigns. And in our website, they have a technology that is in line with the websites in the U.S., such as Indiegogo and Kickstarter. We have a control panel. People can launch their campaign themselves with our forms. People have autoresponders that not only help them with the campaigns, but also something that we sort of innovated, which is we really do a very strong follow-up with people that come to our website to contribute and either does not complete the process or has some problems with their credit card, or they don't pay what we call in Brazil, it's a boleto bancário, which is the payment slip that people use in the banks, and this is very popular in Brazil still. Actually, half of our contributions in our website comes from this paper. So people go online, they do the whole process, and then they print a paper, and they prefer to go to the bank to pay than to put their credit card online. And that's okay, it's part of the culture. And sure. Another thing that we really innovated was offering something that is pagamento parcelado, which is payment installments. So because of that, we have very large contributions like 8,000 reais, 6,000 reais, 3,500 reais happening very often, because someone who really wants to be part of a project and they don't have 3,000 reais right now, but they say, well, I will pay this in 6 times. And in our website, they can actually make that contribution, and their credit card is charged monthly, and we advance the amount to the campaign creator. So that has been really very successful.
It's really an interesting situation to sort of understand some of those cultural differences that allow for a very different back-end operation that has sort of front-end impacts, right? This notion of making installments certainly drives a different behavior.
It does, absolutely. It certainly does. And also understanding that even though we are an online website, a lot of people want to walk to their bank and pay with their payments, and this is very Brazilian. Yeah. Independent of their age, a lot of people still want to do that.
So even
these are interesting.
Yeah. Now, how are people accessing the website? Are most accessing that on home computers, laptops, or are they accessing it on mobile devices?
30% of our public is accessing it through mobile devices. So we have, so our website is also, we have a mobile site to facilitate the payment and the contribution, and we receive contributions through the mobile as well. And we also see a trend that is happening. I don't know if that's happening in the US as well, but people use, I mean, the most important thing about your campaign is how well you promote it. So we're always talking about, you know, number 1, emails, number 2, social media, number 3, go outside, number 4, make partnerships with, you know, people that can maximize your network. And now there is something else that is happening. People are using WhatsApp a lot to promote their campaigns. So with that, the mobile side becomes absolutely important because they're sending their link, broadcasting to their group of friends and saying, well, contribute. And with so we saw that trend happening, and we quickly made sure that our mobile site was up to the challenge and to the new reality.
That's interesting. So WhatsApp has become a key part of the crowdfunding culture in Brazil, it sounds like.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. People use it a lot, and I guess it's only natural that they would be using this too. I actually realized that I've done it myself as well. You know, we have our campaigns that, you know, each one of us in the office also get more attached to, and I have campaigns that I contribute, creators that I absolutely love what they're doing, and I just contribute, and I want to have a piece of that art in my house, or I want to have that book, or it's a social cause that I really believe on. And I realized that I do that as well. I send to my friends on WhatsApp, and I say, hey, look what's happening. This campaign is amazing. You should check it out. So I guess it's natural that the campaign creator would also do it because we're on WhatsApp, and we are on our emails, we are on Facebook, Twitter. Instagram has created great results for us as well.
That's
so it's all of this.
Instagram has a big following in Brazil as well, huh?
It does. It does. I think we're number 2 in 2 or 3, something like that. I was the last data that I have. We were number 3 on Facebook, number 2 on Instagram, and I think number 10 on Twitter. So it's and that's the thing. And today, today Brazil is not number 2 or 3 on crowdfunding yet, but the potential is huge to be, and that's why we're working so much in professionalizing the crowdfunding in Brazil, because crowdfunding depends on your network, and that's something we know how to do really well.
Yeah.
So we are seeing the results, and we're seeing the change, and we are seeing almost no more than double campaign creators in our website every month.
That's
so
fantastic. Now, are most of the how is the split between donations and rewards? Are most people raising money for causes? That's a lot of where your history comes from, or is it more on the reward side with the creative types?
30% are causes, and everyone else are the creative types.
Very good. Interesting dynamic there. Well, Candice, I sure appreciate you taking the time to be with us today. Before we go, tell us how people can test out the site, where they go to learn more.
Sure. You can see on the name down here, it's kikante.com.br. And when you log on to the website, you're going to see every single campaign. It's all in Portuguese, but if you're using Google Chrome, and they have the automatic translator, so you can easily navigate through the website. Not all campaign creator has activated their campaign for international contribution. So you're going to see some campaigns that accept. We have an amazing campaign right now, which is you can contribute as little as $4, and children in Brazil that don't have money for eyeglasses will get an eyeglasses. So basically, it's an interesting concept because you contribute, but the reward goes to someone else really in need, but it's very exact. It's not, you know, I'm contributing $4 and I know exactly what this is giving to the child, and that campaign is going very well. And it's on our front page. So on our front page, you can see 4 campaigns that are being on display right now. And then when you click on the top, it's called Explore. You're going to see all of the other campaigns on the website, and there are many interesting campaigns happening.
Well, Candice, again, thank you. Just to confirm, the website is kikante.com.br, right? So that's KICKANTE.com.br, right?
Exactly. So kickante.com.br.
Fantastic. Well, Candice, again, thank you very much. We appreciate you being with us
Absolutely.
today.
Thank you.
All right. Let's do some good.